So I just finished installing the rough country airbag kit with the compressor and wireless controller. So there's plenty of videos showing the airbag installation, but there's none, or I couldn't find none showing this. So I know at first it seems overwhelming seeing all the parts and everything, but it's really not once you get into it. So I decided to mount it on the passenger side between the frame and the body, just because that's what I liked. You could choose to mount it wherever you want, wherever it fits. The harness and the airlines are long enough, so wherever you want to go pretty much works. So real quick for this, the intake for the compressor is this line. So I decided to mount this over here higher up, and I drill a hole through here for the clip to sit on. The feed for this would be this hose coming out of the compressor, loops around and goes on the side here. And then here there's two ports, one being the driver's side airbag, two being the passenger side airbag. And you want to mount this facing down because the exhaust is this. That's what the manual says. So I'll just follow that. For the electrical part of it, the harness might seem way too long, and it is long. So all you gotta just do is clean it up after. So the main connector goes here, of course, to the wireless, and then they give you that fork on the compressor side. So then you plug that in, make sure you sit tight so it doesn't move around and ground out, whatever. But that right here it looks clear, but it's insulated, so that's an insulated fork. And then the ground from the compressor and the harness, I just went through this bolt because this is going through the frame anyways, so that's good grounding. And then the harness, you want to just route it following the main factory harness. So I just did that all the way to the engine, and all the excess that I have, I didn't want to leave it in the engine bay, so I left it here. I have like 2-3 loops going back and forth, like zigzagging, and then I zip tied it, and then I just made it nice and neat on the engine bay. So let me go ahead and show you that. So it comes up, like I said, following the factory harness, coming up right here. You want to reach down and zip tie as much as you can, because you don't want it moving around or touching hot parts. And then you want to land it on two sides. So one of them is going to be the red battery terminal, and then the other one, the yellow one, that is supposed to be on an ignition switch. So I found the on my fuse box number 40, so slot 40 basically comes hot. Whenever you turn the ignition on, this becomes a hot lead. So there was a 10 amp fuse in there, so with that connector that they give you, you put the 10 amp fuse on the bottom to protect the original circuit that was in that slot, and then the 5 amp fuse would protect this yellow wire, this whatever lead, right? So that's going to be protected by this 5 amp fuse. And then the I think it's a 15 amp fuse for the air compressor. I just left it right here at the bottom because this lead kind of wasn't long enough for me to put it anywhere else. So I just tucked it in here, and I zip tied it too. So that's that 15 amp fuse that comes with the harness. And then over here for the airlines, same thing. You kind of just want to route them the best you can, following the harnesses, zip tying everything as much as you can. So like I said, one will be this side to my driver's side, two will be my passenger side, and I kind of just went over here on top, right? So this one right here, I gotta zip tie this one a little better. But yeah, just kind of just follow the harness and the frame. So as you can see, right here they're together, and right here they split. So this one goes over this cross member on top, over the it goes over the fuel tank, and it shoots over, and it tees to the airbag, and then it tees over to the rear bumper inflation valve that I don't know why they say we gotta install it, but I just did in case I have issues with the air compressor later on. I could always just inflate him manually. So same thing here. I teed it right here, so you see the T, right? So I did just a little loop, nice loop to the airbag, not forcing the airline, and then it keeps going over the spare tire and down to the rear bumper. I'll show you where I did that. So I ended up just putting them right here on the side. I was gonna use the license plate bolts, but it doesn't work. On the back side, there's no way they sit nice, and the airline was gonna be basically forcing or rubbing on sharp edges. So I ended up just drilling holes right next to them. And then on the bottom passenger airbag, I had issues. It was forcing the airbag. My bad, hold on. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so this bracket, the brake lines bracket, I ended up notching it because this U-bolt was forcing the airbag to sit crooked, and I didn't like it. Just preventing issues. I don't know if it was gonna give me issues or not, but I ended up just notching this bracket, and the airbag, as soon as I cut that off and losing out the U-bolts again, the airbag just naturally went back to, you know, wherever it wants to sit. It would just look too ugly for me. I didn't want to leave it. And then same thing, the airline comes around the fuel tank through the cross member that's over there, tees over down to the airbag, and it goes down to the rear bumper. And this is where I mounted them. So there's one of them right there, and then the other one's right there. See, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll keep adding parts on the video on different parts of the installation, just to give you extra tips. I know videos get long and boring, but if you want to stick around and see a little more how to everything else got installed, go ahead and stick around. This is going out. This is the RAS, the Road Active suspension. Don't buy them. They didn't work for me. If you have them, it's your money, your choice. I'm just personal experience. I took them out. I'm gonna take them out actually, and that's why I bought this kit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If anything that I missed, it's probably along the video, a few things that I encounter. So I ended up doing a separate video just because this was a final walkthrough of everything I already installed. The other one has some of the issues I encounter. Go ahead and check it out.